I want to emphasize one thing. Probably I've emphasized it before, but I didn't emphasize it enough. When you operate in the supernatural, you are going to encounter people staring at you. Maybe I'm in a city center now, as you can see around me. Of course, it's a bit empty because it's evening now. But understand this, when you operate in the supernatural, as I mentioned before in a video I made maybe a few weeks ago, you're not aware of it, that you have a supernatural impact. You're not. According to you, you don't experience a supernatural impact. Others do. So you are going to have people that are going to stare at you. Maybe you are like me now, not recording, but just walking with your groceries, and you find there's a group of people that keep looking at you. And you're thinking, what's wrong with me? Do I have a spot on my clothes? Or what's going on? Because you know there's nothing wrong with you. And there may be even a guy, a junkie that's screaming over there, but they don't even pay attention to him, but they're paying attention to you. What is going on now? Those people, I'm not saying they're possessed, okay? Let's say they don't have demons around them. They're just common worldly people. They sense that some power, some impact has come near. And they're looking around. It is not as if the temperature has changed into freezing cold. They notice, oh, there's a presence here. No, it's not like that. But they sense somewhere in the intuition that something has entered. Or someone has entered. So they're looking around. And then they see you. And they see some, I'm not saying they're seeing an aura around you. I'm not saying they're seeing like a sunlight around you, but they notice that then there's some power over there. And they can't process it with their worldly way of thinking. So now they keep looking and thinking, what's wrong with that guy? Or maybe you're in the train, or this is going to happen. And sometimes you have people with demons inside of them, and those demons are noticing that the Holy Spirit is near, because they know there's a believer there. So demons now going to look around, where's the believer? And then they see you, and the demons become terrified of you because they see that you are in agreement with Christ. If you are a believer, but you're still bonded, demons will notice you, demons will even bother with you. And the moment you agree with Christ and you operate in supernatural, demons going to notice you. And the individual there, if they are a warlock or a witch, and they know that they're communicating with demons, the demons going to warn them that the believer is near. And what will happen is that the witch or the warlock, I'm talking about the wizards now, okay? They all sometimes walk around, but the warlock or the witch then will try to get close to you sometimes. Not always, sometimes they will try to get close to you. Why? To get a hold of you. Because that's how stupid many of those people are. Not warlocks, not that much, but witches often, they don't think. They're so dependent on the parental validation they get from those demons that they are willing to attack anyone those demons instruct them to attack. So when they sense that their familiar spirits are frightened by you, the witch, or sometimes a warlock, they will come after you, try to be friendly, try to talk with you out of the blue. Why? Because they sense that they need to deal with you. Or maybe if you don't encounter witches or warlocks, it can be that just people become hostile towards you. Why? Because they sense there's a power over there that overrules them. Because they're in darkness, they are in the negative, and you are in the positive. And imagine it's night, okay? It's completely dark. It's clouded, and then something like a ball of light, a sunlight just enters in. And you know what happens when people are in the dark often, and then something a light shines into their eyes. They become blind for a while, or they get pain in their eyes. They can even get headache of it. Such a similar thing happens spiritually when you come around. People notice someone has entered, and because that someone is not in agreement with them, they become terrified of you, and now they want to avoid you, not making the gospel about you. Sometimes you have people who know that it's the Holy Spirit you have, they even become angry because they want to avoid the Most High, avoid the Bible, avoid the truth at all costs, and now there's a believer there. So now they will try to stir up people against you, cause all kinds of social unrest. It happened in the book of Acts. You know what? Don't become frightened when that happens. Such things are supposed to happen. Just understand that people staring at you when you operate in supernatural, you can expect it. And if you notice that a lot of people tend to stir up controversy wherever you come, understand they are in darkness. And your supernatural walk is a threat to their privacy, their private space, and to their so-called dominion that they think they have, but they really don't. For example, I can give an example again. I'm standing here, okay? Recording this video. Some people see me recording this video, they don't even bother with me, okay? But let's say that there is someone over there who's about to cheat on his spouse or her spouse. And of course they are in the negative. But now because I'm around, well, I'm saying it's a she has met with a guy, but now the conversation with the guy doesn't go well. And suddenly the guy wants to leave. So now their cheating has failed. Why? Did I intervene? No, I'm just around, and the supernatural power that comes out of me is hindering the darkness from operating. Maybe that's happening right now, I don't know. And that's why I believe that there are times that people will become hostile against you. You don't know why. It's because you follow the Lord. Look, you're not a trouble seeker, but understand this. Trouble will haunt you as a believer. That's why you need to agree with Christ to overcome. Well, that's it for now. Again, agree with Christ and be at peace.